welcome to the Watercress line. My name's Julian Holland and I'm the co-author of this book, The Times Britain's Scenic Railways. The book was co-written with David Spavin, who lives in Edinburgh. He's got a railway background, having worked for British Railways for many years, and my railway interest is more of a hobby. David wrote the chapters on Scotland and the north of England, and I wrote the chapters on southern England, Wales and the Midlands. The idea behind the book was to try and get over to people the absolutely enormous amount of beauty that we have in this country that can be seen from a train. For such a small country, we have got an absolute wealth of very interesting and scenic railway routes, ranging from the very famous ones such as the coastal route from Exeter to Plymouth along the seawall at Dawlish, the line through central Wales, the line along the Cambrian coast in North Wales. Further afield in Scotland, the very famous West Highland line, of course, which a lot of people rate as one of the most scenic railway rides in the world. We've tried to include in this book not only the sort of more well-known routes, but also some of the smaller lines, such as this one here, the Watercress line, which is run mainly by volunteers and was closed following Dr. Beeching's report in 1963. It hung on to life for 10 years and then was closed in 73. And then from 77 onwards, it was gradually reopened. And there are many of these lines all over the country, a lot of it which pass through the most beautiful scenery. The idea behind the book was to try and get over to people the absolutely enormous amount of beauty that we have in this country. One of the most wonderful features of this book is the early 1960s Bartholomew's mapping, which fortunately for us shows all of the railways before Dr. Beeching closed them. And they're very beautiful in their own right. They're works of art, I think, and they really bring these routes to life. They're very three-dimensional in appearance. One of the features in our new book, we have these lovely old restaurant car menus from the trains, the express trains that used to operate then. These two are from two famous Western region expresses of the 1950s. We also decided to include some of the more lesser known lines, such as heritage railways, such as the Watercress line, which we're travelling on at the moment, the West Somerset Railway, the North Yorkshire Moors Railway, because all of them pass through the most wonderful scenery. And then I also thought it would be really interesting to put in some unlikely candidates like miniature railways. The Watercress line is one of the most popular steam heritage railways in southern England. You can catch a train from Waterloo straight to Alton, cross the platform and hop onto a steam train. One of my favourites is the Docklands Light Railway in London, which I think is absolutely enthralling, and I highly recommend it to anybody who's interested in travelling on a scenic railway. I was able to travel the length and breadth of Britain by train and visit some of the most way out places which I would never have gone to, and my knowledge of geography now of our country is immense because of my train spotting hobby.